Oh no, this isn't real, man. There's no way this is real.
Article it said they talked about Dave Rubin, and they said Dave Rubin, who has interviewed white nationalists, this and that, and blah blah.
Yo. This is real. Okay, check this out, folks. Check this out. So, Jimothy Dumbledore decided to have like a very interesting segment on his show where he seemingly praises Dave Rubin, of all people, Dave Rubin. And I want to remind everyone what Dave Rubin has been up to, David Rubin, over the last couple of days. This is what Dave Rubin.
But I think the juxtaposition of that and the woman dancing in the shoe with the money flying at her, the juxtaposition of that versus some of the things that we've canceled recently, some of the things we have said are too dangerous to continue.
Great journalist,
while
David
we're talking
Rubin,
about
folks.
WAP, which stands for wet ass pussy, and she's got the bucket and the whole thing. Now again, I'm not saying that shouldn't be allowed. She's got a wet pussy. What are you going to do about it? Yeah, so fine. But the strange way we deal with cancel culture, the strange way that the mainstream version of everything that we get is so out of whack with reality. So we took out Mr. Potato Head because he was a Mister, and now he's just Potato Head. He's got no gender, even though really his gender was only decided whether you put the mustache on him, although I'm pretty sure girls can have mustaches now. And the point is that we get rid of all of these things, and then we say, oh, but the woman with the leaking pussy and the bucket and the mop and the whole thing and the girl dancing in the shoe, that's all okay.
The girl dancing in the shoe, folks. So I had to play that. I'm sorry. That clip, I will be using that clip like in my intro for like the rest of this show's lifetime. Like I will be fucking 63 years old and I will be playing that Dave Rubin clip. Anyway, so here we have Jimmy Dumbfuck Dore, apparently praising David Rubin for his great journalism. So
they talked about Dave Rubin, and they said Dave Rubin, who has interviewed white nationalists, this and that, and blah blah, and they named everything anti-this and anti-trans activists and that. And I go, yeah, he does an interview show. That's what, if you're a journalist, you know, you could say that about fucking Walter Cronkite. You could say that about anybody who's supposed to be doing interviews. They're supposed to be interviewing fucking people from all walks of life.
I love how fucking, what's this guy's name? Aaron Mate or whatever. This guy's just like, yup, Dave Rubin, I love that guy. He's so great.
Life. Phil Donahue. I grew up on Phil Donahue. I know who David Duke is because he was a regular on the fucking Phil Donahue show. This idea that interviewing people who are outrageous is wrong, people who are way out of line.
No one fucking, again, if you give an interview to David Duke and you go like, yo, David Duke, you're a piece of shit, what gives, bro? That's not the same as doing an interview with David Duke and saying, hey, David Duke, what did you have for breakfast today? Like, those are two different concepts, motherfucker. And so, like, the idea that it's a binary, like, it's either interviewing bad people is bad or interviewing bad people is good, and it's not dependent upon how you interview people, it just goes to show that this is the same fucking dumb fuck, shit fuck, motherfuck that interviewed a Boogaloo boy and gave him a praising interview, and then the guy was like, I don't even agree with Medicare for All, and Jimmy's like, well, we agree to disagree, and you're still a good person. And then, the moment after that Boogaloo interview was done, he brought someone from a fucking socialist union organization, right? And then yelled at him about how he's not really a socialist because he doesn't link up with Boogaloo boys, right? This is the guy, right, that is like just spending all of his time promoting anti-trans people, right, with no pushback whatsoever, and of course he's gonna defend Dave Rubin of all people.
With you politically, that is crazy. Again, that is the establishment trying to control the narrative, and they're trying to keep you in your siloed away and fighting each other. That's all that is, and they're really ramping that up now because that's all they got.
And as soon as Aaron's just like, yup. Oh yes, that's my role in this show, is to just nod and say, yup.
Class. As soon as the Americans realize that this is a class war and not a left-right war, the establishment is fucked. And they're coming closer to realizing that.
What the fuck, man? The guy's crazy. The guy's crazy. Alright, so here's apparently a good Dave Rubin clip.
Because I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that. And I agree. And I agree with you that I agree. I agree with you because I agree with that. I agree. Isn't it amazing? So obviously I agree. I agree.
So this is how you interview folks. You have white nationalists on your show and you just say, I agree over and over and over and over again. Oh, Jimmy Dore. What a fucking moron. That's really funny. Thank you for linking that. Wow, man. I mean, I told you this shit like months ago. I said Jimmy Dore is the Dave Rubin. Like, he's just the next iteration. You even have, like, look at this. Okay. We got the triangle of death here. Okay? Tulsi Gabbard. What is Tulsi Gabbard doing? She's going on all the right-wing talk shows. I emailed Tulsi Gabbard, said, you're welcome on Above It All for a challenging interview on trans stuff. Didn't get back to me. She hasn't responded. But Tulsi Gabbard's gonna go on Dave Rubin's motherfucking show. Tulsi Gabbard's gonna go on motherfucking other shows. Like, she went on Fox News all the time. Right? She's been doing this, like, right-wing media tour. Right? And now Jimmy Dore is doing the same thing. It's almost like if Jimmy Dore endorsed Tulsi, that they're in cahoots. Right? They're coordinating to boost right-wingers, and they're just trying to, like, use the Dave Rubin outline. Imagine a scenario where Dave Rubin, like, people are learning from Dave Rubin. Imagine looking at Dave Rubin, right? And you bring out the fucking notebook, right? Imagine, like, oh, let's go. So Dave Rubin is, like, imagine, like, that's you. That's what you do. That's like, your life. Imagine dedicating your life to being a Dave Rubin lookalike. Lord have mercy on my motherfucking soul, man. I can't with this bullshit. A lot of Jimmy Dore's guests actually disagree with him quite a bit. They're often just afraid to say anything. That's exactly the problem. That's a huge problem. Thank you for that comment, actually. A lot of people get on a platform and they're afraid to speak their mind. Does that mean they're bad people? Not necessarily. But, like, look at, like, all the forced to vote bullshit and how Jimmy was fucking literally, like, abusing people all the time on all of the shows, just yelling at people nonstop. Right? Like, this clip here, this famous fucking clip.
They're not accountable to anyone. I get 10 to 12 million views of...
Sorry, it's really loud. I'm sorry. I have to lower the volume because this fucking thing is... He's so loud. Anyway.
And they won't come out and address my
so look at all these people just, like, sitting here. Right, this guy's just, like, screaming at the fucking top of it for minutes on end. For minutes. Like, 5 minutes. Justin Jackson's just checking his phone. Everyone's just kind of chilling. Right, so, like, this is the thing that I'm talking about. Is that these people just get on the phone with Jimmy and clout chase him and then just be a yes man. It's like, yes, Jimmy. Yes, Jimmy. You said that's beautiful, Jimmy. What you said was so smart, Jimmy. Yes, Jimmy. Oh, yes, Jimmy. Please shout me out on your show tomorrow morning. Yes, Jimmy. Oh, yes, Jimmy. Oh, that was such a good point, Jimmy. Oh, that was great, Jimmy. Like, these people are all yes men fucking dickless motherfuckers. Like, I seriously, that's what they are. Like, they're fucking, all they do is get on the show and say yes. 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 Now please shout me out. Yes. Now please link me in the description, Jimmy. Yes. Yes, please. I want some super chats on my rerun of this interview, Jimmy. Yes, please. Yes, Jimmy. Yes, please. Can I mention my Patreon, Jimmy? Oh, Jimmy, please. Am I allowed to mention my membership program? Jimmy, I have a book. Jimmy, please. Can I advertise my book on your show, Jimmy? Like, that's what these people are doing. They don't have any principles. They don't give a fuck about correcting the record. It's all about yes, Jimmy. That's all it is, motherfucker. It's embarrassing. It really is. It's embarrassing. But hey, what are you gonna do? You gotta feed the fucking family, I guess.